My name is Sandra Villegas, and it's a pleasure to participate in this panel with our guest. The topic this afternoon is the topics are development of education in Colombia in the 21st century, Colombia's overviews, education, and innovation in education. To start it, we have to say that in the 21st century, as teachers, the education must break the mold. We need to be flexible, we need to be creative, and we need to be challenged. And this is very complex. That's why the aim of this panel is to draw conclusions about our educational system. The first question will be focused on how we have improved education in the last decades. The second question is about innovation in our education. And the last question is about assessment system. I would like to introduce our panelist who has 5 minutes of stage. We have a distinguished panel, which doesn't need to be uh, presented. A brief presentation. We have Juliana Grit, been a teacher for high school for 9 years, and Sandra teacher for 15 years in elementary. And we cannot have a better qualified panel to address these issues. So, Juliana, let's start. How can the education in Colombia be more effective?
Okay, I think teachers should be focused on student skills, following the syllabus, but also implementing significant learning.
Well, according to the Organization of Economic and Cooperation and Development, during the last 2 decades, the Colombian education system has endured or go through a radical transformation. The most understanding result it's in the improvement of an expansion of access in education for all levels. I think that the key of this evolution in our Colombian education has been the reorganization and attention that we have given to the poor population with additional resources, not only the economical resources, but the government has implemented different policies that pays attention to the relation between teacher and student. And the implementation of different strategies, I would say three of them had helped a lot. First, that we have increased the number of hours that our students are studying. We have increased from 6 to 8 hours of classes that allows to close the gap between the public and private education. And also, we have created and progress in the construction of more than 500,000 classrooms around the the, the scholarship program for teacher allows that more than 7,000 teachers study for 3 master degrees. I think that all this had improved. Also, our university have implemented a lot of research programs, and that helps and call attention from other students from other countries to come and study here. I still think that we have a lot of things to do. One of them is that we have to pay attention to the structure of care, as you said, but also invest more seriously with transforming the education uh, in the elementary and in kindergarten if we want to keep forward and move to have a stronger education. Now let's move to question number two. Diana, what do you think? Escuela Nueva, what is the focus and how the system help our work? Escuela Nueva, what do you think about it?
And we prepare student for life, creating significant part in this type of school is the relationship to the car to students' daily life because they can apply all the knowledge to their personal lives. Also, relationship with the community. So, for me, students should be the focus.
Exactly. As you say, Escuela Nueva the student is an active subject and he works in the classroom, not the teacher is not the main role. And it's based on experimentation, on self-knowledge, and the kid is always like facing real situations in order to apply what they're learning. It's true that this model started with in the 70s in order to cover the situations and issues that we have in the rural places. But I consider that the aim of Escuela Nueva it's going to help a lot in the development of a real education. In what case? Well, I think that the principle that it has, in which the learning is not limited in filling books and having a curriculum in which teachers are always paying focusing on topics, but real situations are going to help students to enjoy and be the principal actor of this learning process. And finally,
Mhm.
Juliana, let's talk about the innovated in the assessment system for Latin America and the Caribbean. What's your opinion about it?
Can you the signal is like getting bad.
Okay, I was saying, like, what's your opinion about assessment in Latin America and the Caribbean?
The objective of national assessment is to measure the process of educational systems and identify. With this information, useful material could be designed to support teachers and to improve their process with strategy education development.
Well, as you said, I think that, well, the text that we read made us reflect in the concept of evaluation. Education is so important if we analyze the context that we have in the region. Not all the countries have the same situation and don't have the same educational levels, but as they are giving us like a path and a standardized evaluation help them to contribute in order to have a guide that is transversalized our evaluation process. I think that a risk that we have with this kind of evaluation is that sometimes we standardized evaluations do not go deeply to other areas that made us professional, not only knowledge. We also have to think about ethical and values, and those things need to be into account when we evaluate our educational system. Okay, I think this is the end of our panel. As a conclusion, we can say that Colombia has gone through a good progress in education. There's still a lot of things to do. And assessment is not only to test knowledge, it's also to test the skills that somebody has in order to perform something. And as soon as we understand and move a little bit in this path, we're going to make zero successful in education. Thank you very much, Juliana, for participating in this panel.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. Have a great day.